So types of forces acting on various parts. The first part is the tie rod. And now reply from your side. What will be the stress acting or what will the load acting on tie rod?
Tensile.
Tensile
Yes,
load.
there will be only tensile load acting on the tie rod. So here I have taken the image of a magnified image of a thread. So this is the magnified image of a thread, and we know that this will break at minimum cross section area. So minimum cross section area is this one. Anywhere on here, it is inside one. And inside diameter is what? DC. And the area will be now. So if I write here, sigma T is equal to P divided by area. And area we know that it will be pi by 4 multiplied by how much? D
DC square. DC square.
Because the point at which it fell is nothing but the core diameter, that is DC. It will not fail at this part, that is the major diameter. It will fail at the minimum cross section area, that is the minimum diameter. Okay, so this becomes your formula. Sigma T is equal to P divided by pi by 4 DC square. And now what is the unknown in this?
Core diameter.
Yes,
Core diameter,
core
DC.
diameter of the tie rod, that is DC. So from here I will get the answer for DC in MA. Okay, should I proceed further?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The second type or the second part is what?
Coupler nut.
Yes, second part is the coupler nut. And in coupler nut, the first type of failure is what?
Tensile.
Yes, the
Tensile.
first part of failure is tensile. So again, I have made a nut here. So you can see that it will fail at minimum cross section area. अब minimum cross section हर जगह सेम है. यहाँ से कट करूंगा तब भी सेम आएगा, यहाँ से कट करूंगा तब भी सेम आएगा, यहाँ से कट करूंगा तब भी सेम आएगा. And what is that area? It is this one. Pi by 4 this diameter square minus pi by 4 this diameter square. So what I will write here, sigma T is equal to P divided by area, that is pi by 4 D square, because we have taken the outer diameter of coupler nut as capital D minus D square. Okay, so this becomes your formula for coupler nut under tensile failure. And now what is the unknown in this?
Dodo unknowns. No.
Major diameter. Door unknown.
Yes, there are two unknowns in this. One unknown is the outer diameter of nut and one is the nominal diameter. देखो हमने पिछले वाला जो क्राइटेरिया किए थे उसमें हमने क्या निकाला था? We found out the core diameter DC. We found out core diameter of the nut. और ये जो है वो क्या है? The nominal diameter or the major diameter of the nut. तो दोनों में डिफरेंस है. So now there is only one equation and there are two number of unknowns. So what we will do? बोलो क्या करेंगे?
सर कोई एम्पेरिकल रिलेशन होगा?
Yes. In quarter nut we have used empirical relation. So yes, we can use an empirical relation here also, that is DC is equal to 0.84 times the small d. That means the core diameter is 0.84 times the major diameter. This is the empirical relation which we will use. So we now have the value of DC and we can find out value of D. And if not possible from here, we will see in the steps from where we will find out D and pitch. Once we get DC, we will find out the D and pitch from the standard table. So directly we will have D and P, that is the major diameter and pitch. We will see it later. So for time being, let us assume that this is known to me either from relation DC is equal to 0.84 D or from the standard table. So P is known to me, sigma T, because I have selected the material, I have this. Now what is unknown?
Outer diameter of nut.
The unknown is the outer diameter of the coupler nut, that is D. And here I will get this particular answer. Then what is the second type of failure in coupler nut?
Crushing.
Yes.
Crushing.
The second type of failure in coupler nut is crushing. So again I have made the same diagram here. So let us say this is a nut or this is a screw and there is a nut here. ये नट है ऊपर या ठीक है, this is a screw, this is a nut, so it will be somewhat like this. Now when the load is applied, जैसे load apply होगा, tensile load, what will happen? This will try to press this one. Press होगा या नहीं होगा? अभी हमने देखे press
Yes,
होगा.
sir.
This area will be pressed.
Yes, sir.
बराबर.
Yes, sir.
And which is this area? This is pi by 4 outer diameter square minus pi by 4 D C square. So I will write here sigma C is equal to P divided by pi by 4 outer diameter square of nut minus the core diameter square. Is it correct? This entire area will be pressed. Is it correct?
Number of threads.
Yes.
Number of
The area which we have written here on the left hand side is just for this one particular ring. एक ही ring के लिए. But ऐसी बहुत सी ring अंदर contact में ये भी है, ये भी है, ये भी है. So just it will be multiplied by n. That is number of threads in contact. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No. So here from this equation, what do we get? What is unknown?
Number of thread.
Yes, because D is known to me from either empirical relation or from table. D is known, P is known, sigma C is known. DC we just found out in step number 1. The only unknown is n, that is number of threads. So I will get here n, that is number of threads in contact. Then what is the third part? What is the third type of
Shearing.
failure? Yes, the
Shearing.
third part of failure is shearing. Now for shearing, we know that when it is going to be pressed continuously, what will happen? This will slide or this will rub this surface. This surface, this surface. And what is this surface? This is nothing but pi into DC. ये अगर surface का आप area देखोगे, it is circumference area. Pi into DC. And how much it will rub? Only this much. And what is this? This is nothing but pitch. Okay, यहाँ से यहीं आ सकता है, उसके आगे नहीं जा पाएगा. Because there is a ring here. So only distance it will travel is P. That is pitch. So here I can write sigma S is equal to P divided by, it will slide on circumference pi into DC for how much length? For length of pitch, and this is for one ring. There are n number of rings in contact. I will write
Sir.
n rings. Now what is unknown here?
Shearing use.
Yes, all the things on the right hand side are known to me. Pitch is known, DC is known. Sorry, this is P, this P is load, DC is core diameter, pitch is known, number of turns is known. So what I will find out here? I will find out sigma C induced. And if sigma C induced is less than sigma C allowable, so what I will write?
design is safe.
Design is safe.
सब लोग
Design
बोल
is
दिए,
safe.
मैंने क्या पूछा बोले वो सुना ही नहीं. मैंने आधा shear बोला, आधा crushing बोला, सब लोग बोले डिजाइन इज सेफ. मैंने क्या बोला
मैं
था?
बोल रहा हूँ.
If sigma S induced is less than sigma crushing, ये स्टेटमेंट मैंने बोला और आप लोग सब बोल रहे हो सेफ है, सेफ है. So the statement should be sigma S induced should be less than sigma S allowable. Then we will say what?
Design is safe.
Yes.
Design
Now we
is
can
safe.
say design is safe. You cannot compare shear with crushing. Now what is the next part?
Coupler.
Yes, the
Coupler.
next part, that is the coupler. And for coupler we know that there will be only tensile force
Tensile
acting.
force.
और वो भी हमने देखे, it is outer diameter which is D2 if I consider it to a circular section. So this was capital D2 and the inside diameter in the diagram it is given as capital D1 for coupler. And this will be the area it will break. So what will be the area? I will write sigma T is equal to P divided by, area is pi by 4 D2 square, outer diameter square minus D1 square. Now what is unknown here?
Who unknown?
Yes, again there are two unknowns. There is D2 unknown, that is outer diameter of coupler, and the unknown also is D1, which is again inner diameter of coupler. Now you just observe. Okay, now again tell me, if there are two unknowns and there is only one equation, what we do?
Empirical.
Yes, we use some empirical relation. So let us go back to our main diagram and see what empirical relation can we use. Okay, let me use this one. Let us observe this diagram. The outer diameter, let us say it is D2 only. Okay. Now, can I find D1 in terms of D? Okay, ये D1 क्या है? आपको देखो क्या दिख रहा है? What is D1? Okay, let
D
us
दिख रहा
say
है.
D1 is this small d plus this thickness and this thickness. Is it correct? देखो ये capital D1 क्या हो जाएगा? The distance from this point to this point is nothing but, can I write, it is this small d plus thickness on this side plus thickness on this side. Can I write?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
अब क्लियरेंस तुम्हारे ऊपर है, तुम उसको 1 mm का क्लियरेंस दो, तुम उसको 2 mm का क्लियरेंस दो, तुम उसको 3 mm का क्लियरेंस दो. So let us assume that in exam you can assume anything 1, 2, 3. Let me, for uniformity now, assume that T is equal to 3 mm. That means I am giving a clearance of 3 mm on each side. So if this is equal to 3, this will also be equal to 3. And now tell me what will my D1 become? Yes, from the formula, what you can say, what can be D1? What can be the expression for D1?
So D plus 3.
3 plus 3, no. Check it
D
again,
plus
no,
six.
no.
Sorry, 6.
Yes, it will be D plus 6. So can I write like this? Capital D1 is equal to small d plus 2 times thickness or 2 times the clearance, which is equal to D plus.
Yes.
If I assume the clearance to be at 3 mm, so it will be D plus 6. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Yes, again I repeat, this
No, sir.
D is not a fixed amount. You can take 2 mm clearance on each side, you can take 1.5, you can take 1, it is up to you how much clearance you provide. Okay, so for uniformity, I am just taking it 3 on each side. So now again coming back to our process. Okay, so we were here. Now we have seen that D1 can be written as D plus 6. Now what is unknown?
Outer diameter of coupler.
Yes, the only unknown is now outer diameter of the coupler, that is D2. So from here I will get answer of D2. So again, just to revise, when we considered the tensile rod or the rod, you can say, when you considered rod in which you considered the tensile failure, you got the value for DC, that is core diameter of rod. And once you get DC from standard, we can find out what is the nominal diameter and what is the pitch for the same from the standards. So getting in one output, we can find out the other two parameters from the standard table. Then we considered the second part, that is the coupler nut. In coupler nut, when I considered the tensile failure, what I got? I got the value of outer diameter of nut, that is capital D. Then we considered crushing failure. In crushing failure, what we got? We got the number of tons engaged in the coupler and the rod, tie rod. And when we considered the shear effect, we checked for the safety. We checked for the sigma s induced. And last part, when we considered the coupler, only the tensile force will come, and from tensile failure I will get answer for D2, wherein I will assume that D1 is equal to D plus 6, assuming that 3 mm is the clearance on each side. So now you can see we have found out parameters such as D, DC, P, capital D, N, D2, D1. So every parameter of, or every design parameter of turnbuckle is now known to us. And this completes the design procedure for turnbuckle. Any doubts in design procedure? Yes, any
No,
doubts?
No, sir.
Okay.